There's Horton. He's running for sheriff of Gadsden, or Etowah County, matter of fact. And there's this guy who's running against him. Seems like a real big poser. I don't know who this is. Who's this? There's somebody here. Let's go see who this is. Oh! It's Michael Shell. Mr. Shell!
I'm working.
Mr. Shell, how are you doing? I see you fixing your sign.
Yes.
You don't mind if I record you, do you?
Welcome.
Alright, listen. Oh, I see your sign fell down, huh? You fixing your sign?
Yeah, had a little wind. We got to make Gadsden grow again. Not optional.
Well, here's
to make it. Not maybe, not someday. Now we've got to work. We've got to have Shell Mayor, myself, Michael Shell Mayor, and a brand new 100% Republican growth-minded council.
Well, here's the question I had. This is what I want to know, and this is what I want to know from all the candidates that are running for mayor. Why in the hell would you want to be mayor of a city that's going to hell? The city's, it's just going to hell in every single way. Why would you put yourself to that task? Why would you want to do that?
That's an excellent question. Why?
Yeah.
I was born here in 1961.
Mm-hmm.
Gadsden had 55,000 people. Now we're down to less than 35,000 people. That's it. Growth. We've got to. If we continue on the same path we're going on, we're not going to have a Gadsden. We're going to be a ghost town. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing we're doing as well as we are. And the reason we're doing as well as we are is one simple reason. Etowah County has a population of 105,000 people that has pretty much stayed stable since 1980. If it was not for Etowah County and surrounding counties, Gadsden could not support our economy. And let me mention one thing about that. The 2% employment tax. Half the people that work in Gadsden do not live in Gadsden. With Michael Shell Mayor and our brand new 100% Republican growth-minded council, together we're going to eliminate that tax. It's punitive. It punishes. No thriving city in the world punishes work locally with an income tax, an employment tax. We're not going to do it. It's occupational tax. That's what the city calls it. Occupational tax.
So
it's an employment tax. It punishes work. That goes away with Michael Shell Mayor.
So you think there's hope for the city then? You think that you could change? You could be the one that changes it around.
Our best days are ahead of us, not behind us. If you look at the history of Gadsden, in the 40s we had 35,000 people. We have been at this number in the past. Within a 10-year period, from 40 to 50, we added over 10,000 residents to Gadsden from 1940 to 1950. I might be off a couple of years, but it's in that range. I'll have to memorize those exact numbers. But we increased in a 10-year period 10,000 people. We can do that when we get the government out of the way. Ronald Reagan, my first president that I voted for in 1980. By the way, some people say I'm just acting like a Republican. I am not a rhino. I am not an acting Republican. I am damn sure been a Republican since 1980. The first time I voted Republican was for Ronald Reagan before I went off in the Navy. Reagan, I thought, was normal at the time. I thought that's what politicians were. I didn't realize how abnormal Reagan was until later years, because I'm just a teenager, 18, 19 years old at that time. I supported Trump the minute he walked down the escalator. I still support Trump. In fact, my hashtag is absolutely Trump. So no, I am not a rhino. I've never been a Democrat, and I damn sure won't be. The Democrats and Republicans are at opposite on almost everything they believe. Opposite, not close. It may be in the 60s and the 70s, they were a little bit close. Now we're here. And let's talk about the independents. Well, the independents, sometimes they're for abortion, sometimes they're not for abortion. Sometimes they're for the wall, sometimes they're not for the wall. Sometimes they're supporting our police, sometimes they don't. Well, that's what's an independent, a closet Democrat. I am Michael Shell. I'm a Republican. I approve this message. Specifically, this is a paid ad by Michael Shell for mayor. Box 2537, Gadsden, Alabama 35903. And you know my phone number by now. 256 Gadsden. 256, the letters Gadsden. Call or text. We really appreciate you. I don't know if you had any other questions, but I put legal right in the middle of the video.
I have one. So you believe Michael Shell as mayor can save this city from going any further worse than it is?
I do not. I don't. I can't save the city. The citizens of Gadsden will do the saving. We're going to get the government out of the way, the bureaucracy, the red tape, and release the people where they can do what they need to do. No. Am I telling you that as mayor we're going to build more buildings like what Sherman has done, buy more properties? I'm telling you exactly the opposite. We are going to sell properties. We're going to get rid of the city of Gadsden being in competition with business and business owners, with landlords. We're going to liquidate our properties to a very minimum. We've got to have some properties, yes, but we've got to do better. And we can with the right leadership. What did I say? A 7-member new council, Republican, growth-minded council, and what? Michael Shell mayor. I'm a truck driver. I'm an average guy. I am not a politician. I have a working man's PhD. We can do this together. I can't do it by myself. I need your help, your support, and your vote. Just Google Michael Shell mayor. All you got to do is find anything about us, websites, videos, Twitter, Facebook, all the stuff. Just Google Michael Shell mayor.
Well, that's what you said. You're just a truck driver. What do you know about the city?
I've studied Gadsden for over 10 years, specifically in depth, from the budget to dump trucks. I understand the problems in the city. The problems are not the city employees. We have many fine city employees. The problem is at the top with the mayor and the council. And what did I say? We're going to change that. Michelle Mayor and our new growth-minded council, Republican growth-minded. There's a difference in. This is a nonpartisan election by design in Gadsden. We've only had 3 mayors in the last 40 years. 40 years. Term limits. 2 terms is enough. Michelle Mayor and any council member. We've got a team. We're assembling our team. We've got 3 people already. We're going to have 4 more very shortly. We're going to have 7 council members that support my 10-point plan to make Gadsden grow again. But also, they are going to have their 10-point plan to help each district. So together we can make Gadsden grow again.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to answer my question. It was so awesome that I just happened to see you as I was looking at the signs for Horton.
Well, we love Sheriff Horton. We're proud of him.
Yeah.
You know, the Colonel, if you can get a shot, the Colonel's probably a good guy. I don't know him personally. I know Sheriff Horton. Sheriff Horton has done a good job. He deserves another term. He does not deserve 3 terms. I'm a term limits person. 2 terms is enough for any elected office. I don't care how good the person is. There's somebody else that can do it better. Maybe after Horton's 2nd term, the Colonel would be the right man for the job. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the Colonel yet. We got to talk to him. But I'm proud of Sheriff Horton. Thank everyone. And a question I get real quick. A question I get quite often. Well, I don't live in Gadsden. I can't vote for it. You're right. You've got to live in the city limits of Gadsden to vote for Michael Shell mayor and our Republican growth-minded council. But you can share the message. You can share Michael Shell mayor on Facebook. If you don't want to type that, just type mayorus.com. Takes you right to the page. Mayorus.com.
Google make Gadsden grow again.
Google make Gadsden grow again. Google Michael Shell mayor. I really got to get on the side. I appreciate you today. We love you. God bless you. Our best days are ahead of us with Michael Shell mayor.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. That was fucking awesome. That was awesome.